They started at 9 in the morning. Almost 10 o'clock at night, they announced that a verdict had been reached, and that was just about 4 hours after they had sent a note to the judge seeking clarification on the instruction for manslaughter, which is the lesser count that they were allowed to consider in addition to second-degree murder. The judge sent back a note from the attorneys on both sides who agreed that the response to that question from the jury would be to basically ask for more specifics. They needed a more specific question from the jury on what they wanted clarified in order to be able to legally answer it. Here are the prosecutors now, filing out up to the microphone with reaction. They have lost the case.
We are so proud to stand before you and to tell you that when we announced the charges 15 months ago, we also promised that we would seek the truth for Trayvon Martin and due process for George Zimmerman, that we would get all of the facts and details of this very difficult case before a jury, and that we chose to do it that way because we felt that everyone had a right to know everything about this case. That for a case like this to come out in bits and pieces served no good to no one. As Mr. Guy told the jury yesterday, to the living we owe respect, to the dead we owe the truth. We have been respectful to the living. We have done our best to assure due process to all involved, and we believe that we brought out the truth on behalf of Trayvon Martin. There are so many people to thank, starting with Sheriff Esslinger and his entire sheriff's office. They've been so good to us, as has Michelle Kennedy and all of the people here. As you know, we traveled from our own circuit to be here, and that has not been easy, but it's been made so much the better by having so many people be gracious. You have respected our privacy, you the media, because we said after the press conference that we were going to try this case in the courtroom, not in the media. And we appreciate you respecting our privacy in doing that. I have an amazing team of lawyers, paralegals, and investigators who put their lives on hold and with me accepted the governor's assignment to take on this difficult investigation and this difficult case. And I'm so proud to stand here with them and to be part of the historical aspect of this case to show that the American justice system can and should only be done in a court of law. I don't believe it helps anyone for us to be out espousing opinions about our cases, and I think, as you see, we put this case in front of a jury, and that leads me to thanking the jury for the 16 hours of deliberation that they took to go over all of the facts and circumstances. What we always believed was that this was a case of details that had to be analyzed very, very carefully. I never could quite understand people, even people with law degrees, who had not read all of the police reports, who had not read all of the witness statements, yet who came up with opinions one way or the other. And this team of people standing with me, who stand with me every day in the Fourth Circuit and try tough cases like this all the time, knew that we had to do the best to get the entire facts and details of this case out and before a jury. I think this jury worked very hard. We honor them for their service. Judge Nelson worked very hard. We want her to know that we appreciate all that she did to keep this case on course. And of course, our hearts, as always, go out to our victim's family and to all